Alright everybody, welcome back. We are going to discuss arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators return the result of a specific arithmetic operation such as addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Let's say we have 20 students. int students is equal to 20. We have 20 students, right? If a new student joins our class, we would like to add one student. Well, if we are working with the variable, we could say that student is equal to student plus 1 because we have new students. Now we can go ahead and just print out our output, our student number. You can write std standard followed by 2 colons c out standard out, and then we can go ahead and type students, and then we can go ahead and write our variable students. Then we can go ahead, in order to present clearly, we can go ahead and we can have new line come in. Now I'll display students, the current number of students that we have. You can just go ahead, you can press Ctrl S and hit run. That will be 21 students, because if we add 20 plus 1, that would be 21, right? There is a shorthand way of writing this 2. In place of saying student is equal to student plus 1, we could shorthand this 2. Just you can press, you can just select that line and you can press shift. We can press Ctrl / in order to comment this line. Then we can go ahead and in shorthand you can write students plus is equal to 1, because we have one student, we have one new student. You can press Ctrl S, you can hit run. Now there you are, we have 21 students, right? That would do the same thing. We can increment the students. We can replace 1 with 2. You can press Ctrl S, hit run. Now there should be 20 plus 2, 22 students, right? We have 22 students, and you can do the same thing with this first one also. With the first one, you can press Ctrl / in order to remove the comment line. You can do first 2, Ctrl S. That would be 20 plus 2 is equal to 22, right? There you are, you have 22. If you need to add 1 to a variable, you could also use the increment operator. This is another option. And the preferred way is you only need to add 1. You would say that you can just do this comment, and you can do in this way, students plus plus. It will increment 1 student. Let's Control S, save and hit run. Now 20 plus 1, that should be 21, right? There you are, we have 21. You can do in this way. We have 3 different ways, right? We have this way, we have this way, and we have this. We have 3 ways to just calculate number of students. This way of increment, you will tend to see this in a lot of loops, which we will cover later. Okay. Now we have subtraction. We can go ahead and do subtraction. We have to just replace plus with minus every time. Like take a first example. Okay, take a first example and just go ahead and undo the line, and then just replace plus with minus, then Control S. And now it's 20 minus 2. It should be 18, right? There you are. We have 18. And now you can do in other way, that students. You have to just replace this plus with the minus. You have to just replace plus with minus. You can Control S, hit run, and that should also be the same, right? 18. We have run into error, right? You have to make sure that everything is written perfectly in order to get the correct output. There you are. We have 18 students, right? And now we have the same way. You have to here replace minus minus in order to just minus 1 students minus minus. Now it's minus minus is going to decrement by 1, right? If we will hit run, then answer should be 20 minus 1. That should be 19, right? There you are. We have 19, right? Next would be multiplication. And for multiplication, we use an asterisk sign. And I'm going to double the amount of student that we have. We can do that. You can write students is equal to students. For multiplication, we use asterisk sign, multiply by 2. And now let's go ahead and Control S, hit run. The answer should be 20 multiplied by 2 should be 40, right? There you are. We have 40 students. There are 40 students. We can do shorthand this 2. We can do in that way. First, we have to just comment this line and press Control \, then students, then asterisk sign is equal to multiply by 2. This is the shorthand hand. Just Control S, and the answer should be same, right? 20 multiplied by 2, 40. There you are. We have 40. And there is 2 ways for the multiplication. One is this, another is this. As we had 3 ways for addition and subtraction, but for multiplication we have just 2 ways. And we can go ahead for the division. For division, you use a /. I'm going to divide our student in half. What you can do, you can just copy this and just replace that asterisk sign with the /. For division, we use /, Control S, and just hit it, run. And what should be the answer? Answer should be 10, because 20 divided by 2 should be 10. There you are. We have 10. And shorthand for that, you can just do the same thing as you did for multiplication. You can write students, then / is equal to 2, right? You have to just Control S to save the program and hit run. The answer should be 10, right? The same. And answer, there you are. The answer is 10. There is a question. What if I divide students by 3? What happened? Okay. Just go ahead and divide by 3. Control S, hit run, and see. We are working with an int variable. So this variable cannot hold any decimal portion, right? 20 divided by 3, that is what the answer should be in points, right? In decimal. We have 6. 20 divided by 3. We have 6. Why? So any decimal portion is lost. It's truncated. But if we change students to double, a double, well, then what will happen? Just go ahead and change this into double. Okay. And now Control S, hit run. And now see what is the answer. Now we have 6.6667 student. For decimal portion, you should always use that double, or for round off, you can use int, integer. What if you need the remainder of any division? You can use modulus operator. Let's go and write int remainder. We need remainder, right? We need remainder is equal to students modulo. We need modulo sign for to get the remainder. Control S. Why you are having this kind of error? Because it's integer and it's double. We have to also convert this to integer. And now Control S and hit run. 20 divided by 2. What should be the answer? We need to print remainder, right? We have to write here remainder. And now Control S, hit run. What should be the answer? What will be the remainder if we will divide 20 by 2? Then there will be no remainder, right? 0. There are. That's your answer, right? 0. If you can divide by 3, let's see what is the answer. Control S, hit enter. If we do modulo by 3, then there should be remainder, right? There is 2 remainder because 20 divided by 3 will be 63, 6 are 18, and there would be remainder, which is 2. We have divided our group of 20 students into group of 2. Then I'll display the remainder, okay? And 20 divided by 2 evenly, so there is no remainder. But what if we have divided students by 3 and got the remainder of, and class of students is being divided into groups of 3 for maybe like a project, but 20 does not divide by 3 evenly, therefore our remainder is 2, right? There will be 6 groups of 3 students and 1 group of 2 students. Now using modulus operator is a great way to find out if a number is even or odd. Take some value or variable you would like to check modulus of 2. If that number divides by 2 evenly, where the remainder is 0, well, it's even if the remainder is 1, well, then it will be odd number. Let's divide. 20 divided by 2 was 0, right? It was even number. If you have written 21, you can write here 21 and modulo by 2. If there is no remainder, that means that is the even number. If there is any number, any remainder, yeah, there is 1. That is an odd number. If the number divides by 2 evenly, where the remainder is 0, well, it's even. If the remainder is 1, well, then it's odd number. 21 does not divide by 2 evenly, so that is the modulus operator. It gives you the remainder of a division. These arithmetic operators have an order or precedence. There is a precedence order, like a parenthesis, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. That's the precedence order if you would like to resolve any equation on this program. We resolve any arithmetic operation that are first within parentheses, then multiplication, then division, then lastly addition and subtraction. Perhaps we have the formula into we can just write int students. Let's take example, okay? We have example, let's write students is equal to 6 minus 5 plus 4 multiplied by 3 divided by 2. That's all, that is our equation, okay? We can print that. So what do we resolve here first? In this equation, we would like check any parentheses first, which there are not. If any of them, we resolve any multiplication and division. So let's go through this. So we have some multiplication here. We would resolve 4 times 3 first, that is the 12. Then we have some division, 12 divided by 2 is 6. Then any addition and subtraction, let's check to see if that is right. So student should be, if you resolve this, you will get 7. Student should be 7, right? Let's hit run. Yep, student is 7. Now you can force operator precedence by surrounding some parts of your equation with parentheses. I'll surrounded this part of 5 plus 4, the equation with the set of parentheses. The new result is negative, it's 7. Well, yeah, everybody, those are some basic arithmetic operators. They return the result of a specific arithmetic operation. And hey, if you would like a copy of this code, I'll post this in the comment section down below and pin it to the top. And well, yeah, those are some basic arithmetic operators. Thank you.